One of the first things I look at with a pitcher that struggles to execute pitches is their pre-pitch routine. What are you doing during those 15 to 20 seconds in between pitches? Are you dwelling on the past? Are you focusing on the next pitch? Are you giving yourself positive self-talk? Are you breathing? All of these things are going to play a factor in your ability to execute the next pitch. So today I want to dive into 5 steps that you can do to improve your pre-pitch routine or develop one from scratch if you don't have one. Let's begin. Step 1 is to analyze the previous pitch. This shouldn't take very long, but you want to make sure that you're assessing how the batter responded and did you execute the pitch the way you wanted to. This isn't something that should pull you away from what the next pitch is, but it should give you a little bit of information on what adjustment you need to make on the next pitch. Step 2 is to breathe. The breath is critical to an effective pre-pitch routine. If you're focusing on your breath in between pitches, you're going to have an easier time staying in the present moment. The reason for this is because it's always happening now. The breath is current. It's not focused on the past. It's not focused on the future. So if you can focus on your breath, you can't help but stay in the present moment. The pace of this breath is going to be determined by the pace of the game and how you are pitching. If you're in a rhythm and in a groove, you're going to have a fairly quick process with this. If you're falling behind or giving up a few hits in a row, you might need to step off the mound, take your time, and reset. Step 3 is self-talk. Everyone has self-talk when they're on the mound. The only question is it negative or is it positive? Is it causing you to be timid on the next pitch, or is it instilling confidence and aggression? The verbiage that you use is going to depend on what you respond the best to. But generally speaking, you want to avoid saying things that you don't want to do, and instead you want to tell yourself what you do want to do. For example, let's say that the pitch is a fastball inside. The negative way to say this would be, don't leave this pitch over the middle of the plate. The positive way would be aggressive with this fastball inside. Trust yourself. Throw through the glove. Things that are instilling what you want to do. Step 4 is to visualize. Visualization is one of the most powerful things that you can do on the mound. If you can see yourself executing the pitch exactly the way you want to, your chances of actually doing it go up dramatically. It builds confidence and belief that you can actually do it because you've already seen yourself do it in your mind. Step 5 is to commit. The first 4 steps are irrelevant if you don't commit to the pitch. I don't care how nasty you are or how good your stuff is. If you have a lack of commitment or trust with the pitch, you aren't going to execute it. You can throw the wrong pitch but with a lot of conviction and get better results than the right pitch with no conviction. In summary, the 5 steps to an effective pre-pitch routine are Step 1, to analyze, Step 2, breathe, Step 3, self-talk, Step 4, visualize, and Step 5, commit to the pitch. Pre-pitch routines will vary from player to player. This isn't the 5 steps that you necessarily have to implement, but it is important that you develop a routine that works for you and that you can be consistent with. Whenever you are ready, there's 3 ways that I can help you. The first way is through my newsletter, The Monday Mound Visit. Each week, I send out actual advice to pitching coaches and players. Step 2 is to follow me on Twitter at PitchingCoachU. I post multiple times a day on all things pitching development. Step 3 is to train with me. I offer remote training and in-person training in Scottsdale, Arizona. I have a TrackMan and an Edgertronic camera so we can really dive into the weeds of pitching development.